Good morning, afternoon, everybody. Before we answer today's Wednesday's WhatsApp, I just want to highlight it. An amazing, really, every page is just filled of incredible concepts in brachos for Daf Yomi. And today, sometimes in life, when you say things, there's called the self-fulfilling prophecy. So if you call yourself something, you often become that. Which is why, if you think of yourself as, I'm a nobody, I'm a nothing, so then you begin to act like a nobody or nothing. You know what? I missed mincha today at York, so I'm never going to have mincha again for the rest of my life, right? That's like a terrible way to look at things. Sometimes when you say things, you actually become them. And the Gemara, in fact, in the Daf today, highlights this idea, Yiftach ad Adam piv Satan, because what happens? Yeshayahu himself calls the people like Stom and Amora, and guess what? They end up becoming Stom and Amora, Kitsine Stom. So we have to be very careful what we say to ourselves, we believe in ourselves. If we think we're something, we're nobody, we're nebuch, I'm not this, I'm not like your friend, I'm not a good person, we actually might become that as well. So it's very important that we remain in very positive impressions about ourselves and about others, so that we don't fulfill these negative prophecies. We asked the question, what happens? You're walking by a desk, you're really desperate for cash, you see $250 lying on someone's table, you take the money, 6 months later you feel guilty, you've been coming to mincha, you've been feeling guilty, right? Okay. I feel bad, I took the money, I got a job, I got some paychecks, I got to pay this person back, that's the right thing to do. Is it enough to then walk by that person's desk and to base $250 on their desk? What about mailing it to their house? Is that sufficient? You write it a check or you mail cash, or I guess a check would identify you, right? Did you have a blank check or whatever? Well, not a blank check, but a check that doesn't have your name or address on the corner is what I mean by blank check, because if it's a blank check, then I can fill it up for like $2 million. So, would that be considered sufficient? You just mailed the check in return. So, Rav Moshe Feinstein, that's what I was trying to look up, in Igros Moshe, Chelik Aleph, Choshev Mishpat, number 88, he deals with a case, don't think it's so smart, I have it on my phone, and what he says he says, listen, you have to analyze this. One, by just leaving $250 on someone's desk, so the next person come and take it. Just like you took it 6 months earlier, someone else will come and take it. If whatever reason is guarded, then that would be sufficient. But you have to make sure that the person actually receives the money. So even if you want to mail them a check, the letter should be registered. Because a registered letter, they're going to receive. Sometimes mailing a letter, which no one does anymore, of course, but sometimes you mail a letter, you don't know necessarily the person received it, you have to make sure they get it back. But here's the other problem. What about it if it caused them pain? If it caused them pain, they're so upset, you gotta ask for mechila, you gotta ask forgiveness. How are you gonna ask for forgiveness? So you could, of course, if you want to, go to them and say, I'm so sorry. Chances are this person is so embarrassed of themselves, they don't want to do that. Would it be sufficient just return the money? So the answer is no, you're gonna have to ask mechila. But despite the fact that the Rambam in Hilchot Tshuva seems to say you need to go over to that person, it's not so simple the rationale behind it. And just for brevity's sake, it's very possible that all you need to do is ask forgiveness, and it can be done anonymously through a letter. So if you were to mail a letter saying, I took the money, I apologize, and the person hopefully will forgive you, that in fact could be sufficient. So even if you make a mistake, like stealing money, there's a way to rectify it, perhaps with saving yourself a little bit of dignity. That would be perhaps the way to do it. Okay, I'll check the responses. I got some good ones today. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Again, thank you everybody for